Hi there. Today I'm going to show you how you can go back into a dry watercolour and make additional colour additions using a wet into wet technique. A lot of people think you can't do this, that you can't work on top of a watercolour once you've initially put the colours on, but you can. Things that will help you to do that are always use 100% cotton rag paper, because cotton rag paper absorbs and accepts your initial washes much better, and the paint goes in to the fibres and stays there, so that when you dry it and then you re-wet it, the re-wetting doesn't normally disturb the wash underneath very much at all, okay? But cotton rag is the best for doing that. If you try it with wood pulp paper like Bockingford, you probably won't get as good a result. Okay, so buy the best paper you can. I'd suggest cotton rag every time. I know it's expensive, but if you want to get good at watercolour, get the good stuff. Then the brushes I'll use for this, I'm going to use 3 rounds, size 6, it's about a size 8, about size 6 and a size 3. And I've got a little 1/4 inch flat as well. This is actually an acrylic brush, but it's good for lifting out highlights. Okay, so I'm just going to start by re-wetting. Let's go for the shell, okay? So the shell I painted weeks and weeks ago. It's actually bone dry now, but even if I painted it yesterday and hair dried it, that would be good enough. That would be bone dry enough, okay? So what I want to do now is I'm moistening my size 8 brush, and I'm just going to start very lightly and gently adding water to this painted area. So the lighter you can use your brush strokes and the fuller your brush is with water, the easier the application of water will be. Okay, so load it up with water and then try and do one very gentle stroke. Don't rub or scrub at the painting, you're just laying the water on, okay? I'm just doing it in swathes from edge to edge. It's a bit of an awkward shape to re-wet, but just get the right brush that suits you and does the job as quickly and as lightly as possible, okay? Right, now that, can you see there's a shine? Now one side has got more shine than the other, so already that side has soaked the water in, can you see? So to help that, I'm just going to tip the board. I'm just going to zoom out so you can see this. I'm going to tip the board and try and share the water out from the right hand side a little bit more evenly. Right, see it's coming out. I've just got this sort of circular damp splodge here. So I'll just very gently, because I don't want to dislodge my wash underneath, very gently just swoosh in another loaded wet brush to cover that circular area. Right, so now, can you see I've got sheen all over that crab? There's a little bit of a puddle in the top left hand corner, so I'm going to tilt the board to let that run down and distribute itself a bit more evenly. Right, now we're talking, that's what we want. It's got a satin sheen on there, but there are no big puddles. And as you can see, the wash underneath hasn't been disturbed at all. Okay, this is what you can do in watercolour. Now, if I want to go darker, let's say, for argument's sake, I just want to add a darker passage of purple there. I can do that now. So I'll just moisten my size 4 brush, pick up some Winsor Violet. Let's add a little bit of burnt sienna to that, just to darken it down a bit more. It's quite dilute, it's like thin cream. It's not dripping off my brush though, okay? And now, let's zoom in a bit closer. We can drop that in. I'm just going to accentuate this dark ridge on the crab's body, okay? And there it is. And if I just tilt it gently, I'll show you the sheen. See the shine all over there? That's what we need. Just tilt it gently now, backwards, from side to side, forwards. Can you see the paint is creeping and softening? So we're getting a soft edged passage on top of our original paler purple passage. And if you want to just if you want it to stop moving, just lay it flat and it won't move anymore. Okay, so back in the next section.